there, this is Space Runner 5, and welcome to a new video. It's not quite going to be a series. I'm hopefully going ahead and editing down this entire playthrough down into one video, just to see how that format works for me and the channel, and then also because I don't think this achievement run is really worth having a full Let's Play, since we are going for the Fugger Banking, where you have to go ahead and have three, great powers subsidizing them for at least 20% of their income, which you do have to account for your 20% going into their economy, so you really have to give them about 24%. 24? Yeah, 24%. Why does that sound wrong? 24%. Yeah, because it's, 20% of what you're giving them as well. So it's 24% of their overall income. So really you just have to give them 25% to be safe, which means we need to make lots of money, which means we're going to play extremely tall. We can only have 20 provinces, so we're going to be looking at kind of in this area. We're going to potentially move over to an entirely different trade area, to one of these end zones here, so we can go ahead and steal a lot of trade power. We're probably looking at the Genoa or the Venetian, just because the English Channel is so far away. We're also going to prioritize in this area for at least the mid-game, and then we'll eventually give it out to vassals and then migrate. It's kind of what we're looking for, so it's okay if we go above 20 provinces, but at the end we'll end up having to return it to vassals of some sort in the future. Long in the future, since we are dead center in the center of the HRE. But for your opening moves, we did go ahead and give out the estates. We did the normal stuff, +1 monarch point, religious diplomats. We did give out the extra national manpower modifier, because while we're going to be maxed out for a while, there will probably be a couple very key wars that we may end up burning quite a bit of our manpower. Plus, it's also fine. 3% of our taxes, not really that big of a deal at the moment. And then, yeah, just normal stuff, page for the arts. Nothing too fancy there. We will give out some more of our crown land as we go ahead and get this up. We'll probably stay around that 5% for a little while. We give out additional things for like the clergy for giving us additional production bonuses, for religious culture, since we are only going to be one culture and we're going to be Catholic until we go ahead and convert. Probably we'll probably end up going Protestant at some point. And it just gives us good bonuses. So we'll end up giving out this crown land. I like to be above 0%, just so we don't have horrible negative modifiers, but we're not getting any autonomy since we're still just an OPM. Anyways, if we go ahead and conquer land, our crown land's going to go up because of the relative low influence of our estates. But for opening moves, we can go ahead and we can ally Austria, which is very nice. If not, improve relations, try and get them to be an ally, or you can probably go ahead and get France. Sometimes you can ally France. You at least need someone big adjacent to the HRE to go ahead and help you, well, I want to say bully, but yeah, 100% bully the other the other princes, so you can go ahead and expand. And then we'll go ahead and summon our diet. What do we got here? Base tax, castle, or production. We will go for production. And there'll probably be quite a few cuts, so we'll be jumping around here a bit, I would say. So, alrighty, and we have finally made it to our second reform, or for our tier 2 reform. We are going to go ahead and go with, I'm going to either go for more manpower recovery, which I think we're okay with. The Tolerance of True Faith, which we don't care about. Devotion, we don't care about. Extra merchant, extra global trade power. This will stack long term. We are not doing it for the now, since we're making a whole 0.17 ducats from trade currently. But in the future us will want this. And look at that, the Renaissance has spawned here because we went ahead and did some deving, so we can go ahead and embrace this, and we might be able to sell it over to Austria for a little bit of cash. Austria, would you like to have the Renaissance offer knowledge sharing? There we go. There we go, an extra 1.71 ducats for us. Beautiful. We're going to use that to go ahead and build buildings in the meantime. Well, it doesn't look like Bohemia is going to leave this war, and they are definitely beating down Hungary at this point, so I think it's time for us just to declare here, knowing that, well, bad things could happen. We're going to at least call in our allies. Württemberg, why does this destabilize you? Do you have military access through some of them? No, I have no idea why this would destabilize you at all. This makes no sense why you would be destabilized. But we're going to declare war anyways. Hopefully things go okay. We'll call in Saxony, and then we will go for this province as the war goal. That'll be perfectly fine. And with that, Prague has fallen. We are going to go ahead and we're going to take war ups and money out of this. I don't think I did too much of the participation here, but that's okay. You're going to annul your alliance with Munich because that'll allow us to do our next conquest war. You can keep the rest of your alliances. I don't really care about that. Don't really need to pillage your capital. You can keep all your other claims. They don't matter. That little OPM could be annoying in the future. Actually, I'd rather get rid of the Swiss. They're a bit bigger. There we go. And we got 113 of those ducats, so that's not too bad. We're at 100% war score now. No, because Saxony still has their capital occupied, which is fine. I want this one province that is 18% AE. How much is it for me to vassalize the rest of you? Because I don't really... I have no desire to actually occupy the rest of these provinces. But I would not mind having a vassal. Oh, okay. We can do this. This'll work. We grow. We double in size and get a vassal. Perfect. Does mean we'll be over the relationship limit by 1, but I think that's okay. Because we're going to go after Munich here and maybe take Passau as a vassal. I think we'll have to wait a little while, though. We have a little bit of AE that we'll have to burn down, 33 in fact. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we're in another war. Someone, oh, you attacked. Well, that means we can call everyone in. Help! We're under attack! We've done nothing wrong, but they've definitely declared war on us, and we have grievances against them. It's not like it's an OPM. Quick, everyone! Everyone help us! We have our claim. That'll work, and we're going to go ahead and improve relations with our now very upsetty spaghetti vassal, which is fine. And we can go ahead and piece out our newly, well, I say newly conquered, well, the guy that declared war on us, horrifically, who is a free city, who does have a center of trade, which I do intend to take, and he has gone ahead and taken the liberty of going ahead and building buildings here, marketplace and a temple. It produces silk, it's farmlands, it's a great place for us to go ahead and continue to expand, because we are looking to have the farmlands all to ourselves. So we'll go ahead and we'll super peace. We will conquer him. There is no coalition, but we are going to have to take a chill pill for a little while. I don't think I'll get any of this money, actually. That's okay. Reduced and... Okay, so it actually tells you what the crown land does. Good. I like that. As long as it goes down, I'm happy. The burgers, it's okay. We can just take it back. There we go. Alrighty, we are also have the option for our first idea group. We're definitely going for the playing tall, so we're like looking at like economic infrastructure ideas. Court ideas actually seems rather tempting at the moment. Trade ideas will be something we look at. Not so much militaristic focus. Is divine ideas, how does that pair with us? Give me anything I want. Missionary strength, clergy, no. Prestige, no. Unrest, no. We're not really going to culture convert. We're pretty much a one country, our one culture type of state already. Let's see. Oh, dev cost, really devotion. Dev cost is about the only thing I'm interested in for that, though. Which we can definitely get from infrastructure ideas. A bit better. Minus 10% there. Or we can go influence. I would also not mind AE reduction or improve relations modifiers to help with our AE reduction. So that's also an option. Additional diplomats would be useful for that purpose. Or court ideas for yearly devotion. Just an extra +1 Diplo point is probably pretty good, especially when we're going to be deving. Reform growth is good. All state equal loyalty equal. I mean, all of this seems rather fine for court ideas. How does it pair with like infrastructure and stuff like that? Indigenous, humanist, economic. Gives us production efficiency, cost of advisors for ruler culture. That seems okay. Yearly corruption, maximum absolutism. That seems very okay, I would say. I don't intend to have too many vassals, and I don't really intend to integrate them, so influence is kind of off the table here, which is a little surprising for me. And we'll go for trade later on, so I'm not concerned with that. Which means we may actually skip a Diplo idea entirely and just go for production for deving. Which would then take me to... Global prosperity growth is nice. Construction cost, I mean, we're very tiny. Expand infrastructure, it's okay. Saves money. State governing costs, I don't think we'll have issues. Force reduction, construction time. Expand administration efficiency, plus minus 100, okay. Development cost, I think that's the only thing I really care about. Where else can we get some dev cost reduction? Indigenous ideas, well, unfortunately, we're not doing that. Governing costs, no, none of that. I'm a little sad by that. Definitely not expansion. That's taxes, interest, merchant, gold depletion chance. That's actually kind of nice because we are going to plan. We're going to take on taking Intal from Austria at some point. Development for manufactories. Okay. Goods produce modifier. This is a later game when we're going a focusing trade. And innovativeness is cost reduction. Tech cost reduction is nice. This is good for playing tall. Just because it gives you the 10% cost if we go ahead and continue down focusing. But we'll see. It may be time for us to go ahead and go to war here against Munich here and take 2 of their provinces, get the vassal of Passau, and then chill. But this is going to be a bit of AE, and I don't know if we can stomach it right now. I expect it to be a longer war, though. It's been approximately 2 seconds since the last time we spoke that we have AE that needs to decay, and it's decaying at a rate of 3.2 per year. I think we go ahead and do this, and if we only take 1 province, we only take 1 province. It does allow us to fight a couple of our rivals, since they are rivaled with Ulm, so we can go ahead and humiliate them as part of this, and then Trent is over here, who doesn't really matter. Ulm is still a rival, right? No, they're not anymore. Munich is the rival. Well, it'll at least get us over that 50, so we get additional monarch point. So that's also a thing. Alright, we'll call everyone in. Alrighty, and we're ready to go ahead and make peace here with Munich. We've already pieced out everyone else. We did give Ulm over to Württemberg, since we can go ahead and break that alliance with Württemberg, and then we can take Ulm off of that, off of them in the future. Since we do want the province, but we can't declare directly on Ulm, and it'll cost us quite a bit of AE to go ahead and take that anyways. If we were to take it from the Free City. So we gave it to Ulm, or to Württemberg, so we have the chance to go ahead and declare war on them in the future. They are still our ally. We do value them still. But in the future, though, we'll have them go away. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to peace out. We're going to take this province for ourselves, since it is a glass-producing province. If we get this up to 10 Diplo, we have the chance to go ahead and spawn the fasting event, which I don't think is spawned yet. Yeah, it hasn't spawned yet. So we have the chance to go ahead and get gems in this province, in which case it's very valuable to us. And then we're going to give this over to our vassal of Ingolstadt. Definitely don't know how to pronounce that. So it gives them a fort. It gives us somewhere that's not very defensible. It's farmlands. We could take it, but it produces grain, which we don't want. It's not one of our core provinces. And it gives us a new vassal here ourselves. So there is a coalition. Most of them are going to go away, all the way up to about the Swiss, and I think Austria will be able to help offset that. Let's go ahead and let that tick over to the month. There we go. Yeah, so this should be manageable, hopefully. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to do this, take the money. We're not going to cancel the subject because he's going to come along because he's full annexed, and that will work. And he is now our vassal, and we're going to go ahead and give out the Strong Duchies modifier. Strong Duchies, where are you? There you are. Alrighty, and we can go ahead and take our Tier 3 government reform. We have idea cost reduction, which immediately does go ahead and help us. It does save us admin points. Missionary strength does not matter. Advisor cost, that saves us money. We're actually doing okay with money. Alright, so we're just going to go for idea cost. Because we don't need our monarchs to live longer. It's totally fine if they die early. We could go ahead and reduce this. I don't think the saving of the admin points is really worth it. And do we have more capacity? Let's go ahead and actually get an extra cab. We can go up to 2 cab. We can afford it. Alrighty. Well, it is finally time for us to go ahead and dev up our lovely glass-producing province, because I don't think anyone has it just yet. I'm surprised you haven't had it yet. But hey, I might as well throw my hat into the ring to go ahead and get the chance for this. So, you know, no real development there just yet. No prosperity because it has devastation, and we were just involved in the war with Burgundy. We did just separate peace out since they were getting ready to take some of our forts. And, well, that's no bueno. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do focus on Diplo. We're going to throw some military points in there. We're just waiting to get up to 15 so we can go ahead and expand our infrastructure to make it cheaper for us to dev once more. Get that up to 10. Hopefully we have the chance to get, you know, at least fastening. We'll see if we get that. We do want to go ahead. This is in the same region. We will go ahead and also throw Diplo points over here. Definitely should have done that prior, but hey. Live and you learn. Let's throw some more Diplo points over there. At least get that up to 20, so we have the option to go and upgrade that. And our yearly income, what is our income at? It is 8 whole ducats. Yes. We do have claims on Bohemia, so we may end up attacking them, or we're going to go ahead after Salzburg here now. Since they are only allied with Ansbach, I would like to go ahead and call them in as a co-belligerent, and we'll call all of our allies in as well. So we're just going to focus on you first, though. I want to declare here. And yeah, I want to do that and call you in as a co-belligerent. That'll work. That will work. Call everyone in. We outnumber them. Fantastic. And we'll go. Okay, so we gave over the province of Memmington over to Württemberg. Austria instantly forced them to release them. They are not a free city, so we can actually declare on them. They have no army as well. So we're going to go ahead and take that opportunity. We're going to go ahead and hopefully clean house there. Okay, so we're going to peace out from Memmington itself, because we know we want this as part of our core territory. This will go to us. We might as well go ahead and start coring it up. Austria will not demand the territory. I am looking to take that and that. That is 38E. I would probably like to wait till the end of this year. So Mulhouse, Magdeburg, and maybe Gulster. Actually, I think we're okay. We can survive this. We have vassals, or people who are here to help us. All right, we'll give this over to Saxony. Make sure they're nice and happy, and make sure they like us. There we go. We can join a coalition against France. Don't mind if I do, because if we're in this joint coalition, yes, we may be actually the one declaring here. Austria's already here. If they're already in a coalition, they can't join a coalition against us, and that's very important. Venice, you're gonna get beat up. Utrecht, I mean, everyone's just gonna get obliterated in this war. This is fine. Declare war on France. Not that I'm gonna partake in it, but hey. Okay, so we've used this French coalition war to go ahead and make sure we lined our pockets with as much money as possible. No, I'm okay with France being nice, big, and strong here. We're going to look to ally them. So we want money and war ups. How much have we actually participated in this war? I don't think it's that high. A whole whopping 3%. Bohemia is going to get most of the money. I would prefer Bohemia didn't get the money given the fact that we don't like Bohemia. So I'm kind of okay with just getting war ups. And saying goodbye to this 1,000 ducats and not even considering it. I'm okay with that. Because war ups is nice. I would like you to... I can keep all that, that's fine. You can keep all your claims. I want a nice, big, strong France for us to hitch our wagon to, because I'm ready to go ahead and break free from Austria in favor of a France with a PU on Burgundy. That is going to be a massively powerful France, and as long as they're our ally, we'll be relatively safe and free of coalitions. Do I need you to revoke any cores? Nah, you're good. Cancel subjects? Nah, you're good. We control your fate, and we're going to be... No, you can end the rivalry with England, that's fine. You can also annul that alliance, because I want to be your friend. We're not going to pillage your capital, we're just going to take war ups. I don't even need Brittany's trade power, that's fine. We're going to make sure you stay nice and powerful, France. I will take money, though, from you, just for little itty-bitty bits. We got 36 ducats out of it, that's okay. We're hostile towards you, but that's okay. But we'll go ahead and take our next admin idea. What do we want to do with our admin idea? Yes, leave the coalition. That seems intelligent. Could go espionage for AE reduction. Siege ability is nice. That actually seems decent. How does it pair with innovative? Stab cost modifier and extra diplomat. Seems fine. Diplomatic ideas is just for improving. Diplo rep is good. Prevents war score cost. I mean, this is fine. Gives me cheaper advisor and capped cost. All right, we'll do that. I want my diplomats to be able to go ahead and help improve relations, because we have a few outraged countries. I would just say just a couple. And we are ready for our tier 4 government reform. We can have additional diplomat. Not too bad. Temples, cathedrals, now plus 30% local tax modifier, -2 unrest. Well, every province does indeed have a temple. Religious unity, we don't care about that. Admin tech costs, interesting. Don't mind that. Or cure power cost, papal influence from cardinals and clergy. Like, we're not going to stay Catholic, I don't think. I think we're going to end up going Protestant. So we're good with this one. Temples and rights. There we go. Okay, so it is finally time for us to go ahead and declare war on Landhut. You are here, so I will actually call Württemberg in, and maybe they'll want to go ahead and eat this little one province from you. We are going to go for... I mean, you guys claim pretty much the same land, so it's all good. We'll just go for this province as the war goal. Actually, I have to declare for one of your guys's. Sure, this province is fine, even though it's going to you. And I'll call you guys in too, just for good measure. I don't think I'll need you, but hey, you never know. And I don't know if we've ever looked at our ideas yet. Let's go ahead and take a look at our ideas. So we have morale of armies, improve relations, so AE reduction right there. Merely devotion, which doesn't matter. Clergy, loyalty, equilibrium, that's nice to have. Prestige, sure. Interest per year does not matter, but hey, an extra merchant, I like that. Construction costs, that's kind of we already have too much money at this point. Tolerance of heretics does not matter, we're only one faith. Production efficiency, not bad, could be better, and development costs minus 10% at the very end of our mission tree, which we are going to utilize quite heavily. Okay, so we can go ahead and make this peace deal. It is actually not too bad, since this is all in the Bavarian culture. There is only one province left inside the Bavarian culture that we don't own, and that is right here. So we actually go ahead and give this, we're going to take all of this. We're going to give all of the land to our vassals. What does this do for our crown lands? Ownership modified, so they actually get more crown land. That isn't great. Nobility at least lose some, but their influence is a little too high for my liking. You're currently at 57%. Supremacy of the bishopric gives you guys more loyalty and influence, which I probably don't need anymore. No, I can get rid of this. And this will also save us a bunch of influence as well. We'll do that. Doesn't take them off too much, and let's go ahead and see this peace deal now. I gave them even more ownership. They gained 1.7% crown land. What happens if I... Actually, at that point, I don't even want to give it out then. This will go to Passau. I would like this to also go to Passau. But you have claims on it, Ingolstadt. Except you're getting a little unruly over there. And that'll give you this grain-producing province, because I don't want it myself. Goes to you, my friend. And we can go ahead and make peace for this. It costs me Diplo points? I don't want it to cost me Diplo points. Why? This province here. Because you don't have a claim on it. Goes to Ingolstadt then. We can do that. There we go. It is 40 AE coalition, still relatively small, so we're A-okay with that. And I will take money. And we grow. Just a little bit larger today. Alrighty. Well, this looks like a prime opportunity for us to go after Bohemia real quick. Since we can call in Austria, we can call in all of our allies. We obviously have the Swiss. We have our lovely neighbors to the north. We're going to go ahead and stop drilling. We're going to declare war. Because we did go ahead and build 2 forts for ourselves, so we're at least a little bit more defensive. We're going to end up building some more inside of our vassals' territory, right here in the Hill province specifically. And actually, why don't I just do that now? It's a great province for a fort here. It defends all of your, well, the majority of your provinces, except for this one. But hey, I don't expect you to develop that province anytime soon. We're going to go for our claims here. Let's actually go ahead and set those as, hey, these are critical, and I expect to get them. Saxony, if you want other land, you can have this bit, you can have Silesia, that's perfectly fine, but this land here is mine. Also, they integrated their vassal here. I'm just kind of surprised Austria didn't tell them to give it back. That'd have been interesting. But we'll go for Cheb as the war goal, just for us. Since it is not adjacent to a fort, unless there's a fort here. Oh, there's a fort there. That doesn't matter. Alright, we declare war! Alrighty, and it looks like we're ready to go ahead and peace out here with the Bohemians. We can go ahead, we can get our 3 provinces. We can give 2 provinces over to Saxony and 3 provinces over to Austria, effectively neutering most of what Bohemia is today. It's mostly going to be Silesia. Plus, they're a little bit of core territory. I do not want to give Prague over to Austria. I did have the option, but we weren't going to do that, and we'll also leave them with... That's fine, you can have Switzerland, that's fine, as an ally. That's not a problem. And we're going to get some money. There we go. Cost Austria, you know, some AE, or, well, that, and we're also feeding, so this is a large Saxon. They did go ahead and integrate Thuringia, so they are having a very good game. Obviously, we're helping them out immensely with constantly feeding land into them, which is, by all means, is perfectly fine with me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to core both these 2 provinces here. These 2 are ours, but this province here, we're going to give over to Passau. I don't need it for ourselves. So Passau, we're going to grant you a province. Enjoy that one. We made sure we started coring before we gave this province away, just so we could start coring these, because otherwise we don't have coring range. Because the vassal does not have the land themselves yet. So we are good there. And we are waiting over here for these lovely little rebels to go ahead and break free from Württemberg. And we're going to go ahead and declare on them and call it, and seize a province from them. Okay, so we declared war on the rebels that went ahead and made peace. They got 1 garrison tick with 79 troops, so this fort should fall day 1 of this siege here, or the first siege phase, thus ending the war immediately. with our victory. That was a super easy war. Don't mind if I do. Thank you for another lovely center of trade. And then we'll go back to helping Baden in their war. Alrighty, and it is time for our Tier 5 government reform, and we are going to go for land attrition. Don't really care about that. I mean, manpower is doing perfectly fine. We're not even close to any of that. Artillery cost, artillery barrage, that's definitely tempting. Reinforced speed, national supply limit, that's also kind of nice. Don't care about cav, mercs, possible condottieri. We're not really going for condottieri, so we'll go for artillery cost reduction. And make those artillery barrages just a little bit easier. And one more cannon, because we can. Okay, I would probably say it's time for us to go ahead and expand over in to at least Ulm here from Württemberg. I think we've got most people out of our coalition with via improving relations, and we do have our 2 merchants over here who are no longer collecting trade over here to go ahead to improve relations by an additional 15% within the HRE, so that should hopefully help to reduce our overall unrest that we are having inside the empire, or at least I guess I would almost say decadence at this point. But yes, we will call Baden in. We are going to give them a single province here. We are going to take Ulm for ourselves, and then this can also go to a vassal and be perfectly fine. We will call in all of our friends. We will go for Ulm is the only province that is of strategic interest for myself, and this province will indeed go to Baden, which I'm perfectly fine with. Alrighty, and we are ready to go ahead and make peace with Württemberg. We're going to go ahead and take Ulm for ourselves, give this province of Urach over to Baden, and then this will go to our lovely little vassal here of Ingolstadt, which will be perfect, and we'll go ahead and peace out. Did go ahead and, oh, apparently they had to give that back. I did give this province over to Baden as well. Evidently, Austria told them, give it back, and they complied. Alrighty, so we've gone ahead, we did go ahead, and we just embraced colonialism, and allows us to take our 3rd idea group, which is an interesting idea group that we need to look at, because we don't really care about condottieri, profession, it's infantry, it's tech cost. I did not know there was tech cost. Did they remove that from aristocratic? I don't actually remember, because I never take this. And aristocratic's pretty decent. Dev cost reduction for divine ideas. I think that's something we end up going to. Diplomatic gives us yearly papal influence. Well, the Protestant has already spawned. Unfortunately, we missed getting one of the centers of Reformation, courtesy of the fact that we were in the war against Baden for Ulm, which we do indeed have for ourselves. So what do we want for... Give me diplomats. Improve relations. That's not too bad for defensive ideas. What pairs well with our current ideas on the military side? Because I do want to go through a military idea group. Diplomatic... Let's see, spy network construction new. Don't have a aristocratic. Diplo rep. I don't care about Diplo rep. Defensive ideas may be the best thing for us for improved relations while we're sitting inside the HRE for a while, because we're still going to continue to expand inside the HRE. It's just very slow grinding versus. And how does innovative pair with a military idea? Oh, pairs well with court ideas. Interesting. I didn't know admin could. Yeah, it totally makes sense for admin to be able to reference admin. It's normally an admin diplo, military, etc., which pair well with each other, though. Defensive fort maintenance, extra defense. Don't care about that, though. Offensive for additional leader siege, though, is great. I like that a lot. Influence ideas for AE reduction. That's also very nice. Advisor cost, which I don't really care about. I don't know. I think we're going for divine ideas. I think it's very neutral. Fire damage received is nice. Leader cost reduction, reducing war exhaustion. Like, this is very okay. Right? That's kind of how I put that. Or we go defensive, which is morale of armies, which isn't that exciting either. But it does pair well with diplomatic for additional improved relations. Now that's something I can get behind. Or we go for quality just to make the overall quality of our army better. Or we go quantity. Quantity is also decent. But I want to continue to focus building taller, per se. So maybe we go infrastructure ideas. Because then you will give us 10% dev cost at the very end, or we can immediately get the 5% now. I don't think I want divine ideas at the end of the day. Here's a personal union integration for diplomatic. Does not matter at all. We can't even have a PU because we can't do royal marriages. Do-do. This pairs well with trade ideas, which is probably what we're going for next. Yeah, maybe we just go hard into admin and Diplo focus. We'll do that. Okay, it is finally time for us to go ahead and tack the Platinum over here to go ahead and allow us to go ahead and expand a little bit. Rothberg, that's you. Does not matter. Baden, of course, I will give you land. Don't you fret at all. We will feed you more of the Platinum land than you could hope for. And hopefully cause you to continue to self-destruct, because you did have another little OPM break free from you, which is hilarious. Go. We're not going to core this. We're going to release a vassal from here and call it good, because I want a vassal to go ahead and occupy this territory if possible. I would like a Thuringia, though. That would almost be better. But hey, you're at 100%. I can't give anything over to Baden. I'm so sorry. I said I was going to give you land. I can't. There's nothing for me to give you. Do I want this province? It's grassland, so deving it isn't... It's not bad. It produces iron, which is a pretty decent trade good. But I think I want to focus on centers of trade, so we'll give this over to our vassal of Passau. There you go. You can have that province. Enjoy. And then we're going to go ahead and release Ausburg. Welcome to the world, my friend. Return core province. Yep, cost 45 for that one. Thank you, Saxony. I know you just ate all of the AE for me to take that. I greatly appreciate you doing that for us. There, Saxony. Well, Austria just did a big old number on Bohemia there, where Bohemia is now 3 provinces. So I think we're going to go ahead and try and vassalize Bohemia, and then diplomatically ask Austria to go ahead and return all these cores. We do have quite a few favors. Obviously, we do not have enough favors to ask for all of them, so we're going to start currying favors and let that start stacking up, because it's going to take some time to go ahead and get all those favors. Hundreds and hundreds of favors are going to be required. Alrighty, and with that, our truce with Bohemia is up, and no one's even going to defend them. Okay, well, then we just go ahead and conquer them. Saxon, do you have a claim on this? Because I would not mind calling you in. You taking the cost for that while I go ahead and vassalize him? I will take your money, revoke cores. You can keep all those. Those are perfectly fine. And we're ready for our tier 6 government reform. What do we have? National and oh, this is minus. Oh no, we're not going to Republic. Blah. Nobility influence available. Stab at least 2. -3. Oh no, we're not going to a monarchy. Come on, guys. Yearly absolutism. Maximum absolutism. Okay. Sure. We're not even there yet. We're in the age of Reformation still. And we'll just take this because it's free. And because pop-ups annoy me. Well, it looks like the game has ordained that we've become Protestant. Our very last province is in the process of being converted over to Protestant itself, all by the game's choosing. Which is a little interesting, to say the very least. So, we're almost going to be at a whopping 0% here very soon in terms of our actual ability. Because I think this is our last province. Converted. I don't own that, right? Yeah, I think all of our provinces, except for one, is Protestant. Oh yeah, it just converts. Update. Okay, what province hasn't been converted yet? You're Protestant. You're Protestant. No, you're Catholic. This is the one province. We have one province that hasn't been converted. One and only one. Interesting. Austria just lost the emperorship to Burgundy. Is this finally the time when we're done with Austria? I think it is, because they're going to see their manpower pool start dropping. Austria is falling under a PU of Burgundy. Ah, I see. That's horrible. How did that happen? Interesting, interesting. This costs us a bunch of prestige, but that's fine. Not really what we're looking for. There we go. We only have one province that we have to convert, so we're all nice and happy about that. Don't really care. Don't need tolerance. Don't need tolerance. What is this? Just flat 0.5%. Sure. And tolerance of heretics. Alrighty, and we are ready for our tier 7 government reform. What do we got here? Global trade, merchant trade power, very good. We like that. Yearly armor tradition, leaders upkeep, not so much. How about stab cost, cult conversion? Interesting idea. Yearly corruption, no, we're definitely going for our global trade. Merchant trade power is good, and we are a total of 3 development away from being a great power. So I think we're going to go ahead and find one of our lovely provinces that hasn't been dev too much, like this one. We're going to go ahead and come over here, encourage development. Ooh, it is checked too. We will end up wanting to... Can we accept this as a culture conversion? Okay. Oh, we got a couple cultures we have to accept here eventually. We're going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3. Definitely should have done this already. Do that. Throw some military points in there. Throw some more Diplo. We're out of Diplo. I would like to go ahead and get this up to 30, though. Click, click, and just so we can do this, click again. Here we go. And that, we should be a great power. There it goes. We're now 8th. We're a great power with, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 provinces. Baden's going to come over here, and we're going to vassalize them. Right now we can get, almost get enough. Not going to break your alliance, but we can do great power action. We can influence you for 60 ducats. Get the extra 25 opinion. We'll send you 50 ducats. And you, my friend, are vassalable. Vassalizable? Yes, vassalable. There you go. Oh, you have claims on mains. Don't mind if I do. We'll eat you, or actually we're going to break your alliance and we'll eat you later. Which is perfectly fine. Declare war. Okay, so, well, that's a bit of a coalition. Just a bit more than what I'm willing to take on right now, especially given the fact that the Emperor is not happy with us. But getting Burgundy out of the coalition will go a long way towards this. So maybe is there something that we can avoid this with? Because right now we're doing a full annexation. Maybe we don't take that province. Coalition's a bit more manageable. We'll lose 2 more at the end of the year. Maybe, yeah, just 2, actually. Oldenburg and Friesland will be leaving, which is fine. It's still a bit of a coalition. Obviously, we're allied with France already, which will help. I can force you to release the Palatinate, so you at least no longer exist. And we can weaken you by releasing you. That seems fine. That's okay. I can digest that. We were the leader of the Protestant League War, so we went ahead and we declared on the Emperor, who is Burgundy, who has the PU in Austria, who did not have very many Catholics on his side. We declared it very early on into it, just because we have France, we got, you know, Hungary, Aragon, and Lithuania in here. So we're going to fight Poland, Burgundy. A couple of the little electors, we may end up converting them as part of this, just for poops and giggles. Alrighty, and with that, that spells the end of the Religious League War, where we are going to go ahead, we are going to force the Empire to be Protestant, return the 3 cores to Bohemia, which are not their primary culture, to make sure those cores don't go away, and we're going to force Burgundy to go ahead and release Champagne, Nevers, Lorraine, and Luxembourg as free and sovereign states, and annul their alliance with GB, so this should hopefully make France and my wars in the future a little bit easier against them. And we'll take 1 click of ducats, which will go ahead and be spread across everyone. Peace has been made. Ferrara is now the head of the HRE, evidently, as this small little itty-bitty OPM, which does not mean we have a very strong emperor at all. So we'll see where that'll take us. Oh, and I just took a look at our great power status, and it looks like we are the 3rd world's largest great power, which is a little baffling to me at this point, since we have only 500 development. But most people haven't embraced the institution. We've already embraced it, which allows us to go ahead and start passing it and superseding these other powers. And we are ready for our Tier 8 economic matter reform for our government. And we got dev cost reduction. Not too bad. Definitely want to keep stacking that. Ships. We don't even know what ships are. Inflation does not matter. We have none. Trade efficiency is decent. Trade steering. Trade company. We don't have any trade companies, but trade steering could be okay. Domestic trade power. Merchant trade power. Cost. We'll probably want that, actually. Yeah. We definitely want domestic trade power and cost promote mercantilism to be reduced. Right now we are making 104 ducats a month. 26 is from trade, and this is going to go to what? Extra 3 ducats. Woo! Yeah. Oh my gosh. Brandenburg just offered us the electorate. Of course I'll gladly become one of the electors. Don't mind if I do. Thank you, Brandenburg. I'm actually really surprised by that, but hey, we can go ahead and we can upgrade now. So we got all the positive things of becoming an elector. Elevate to a kingdom title. Don't mind if I do. We're now king, and France gave us a random province in a war, which we're just going to give out to a vassal because we don't need it. Ausburg, you can have it. Enjoy. And it is now time for our fourth idea. Or our first idea group. I think we're going to go for economic just for more money. Obviously gives us more merchants, all good stuff, production as well, and then goods produced by... Oh, I can't take it because we're at 50. I have to go for Diplo, which obviously means we go trade. Or we go military. Military doesn't really speak to me right now, though. We're definitely going very hard into the the reforms of economics, since that's what we need to do. Alrighty, and we are finally ready for our Tier 9 government form. What do we have over here? We have tech cost reduction. Alright. That may see the monarch skills of selectable heirs. Now that's important for us because we do have the option for five different heirs every time. So that's decent. Dev cost reduction. Alright. Morale, shock damage, don't care about that. The fort defenses, we also don't care about that. I think we do want this for even more monarch point saving for that. And so we can go ahead and select our heirs for the future. There's definitely an argument for more dev cost reduction because it's getting a little expensive to go ahead and dev over here. I mean, Augsburg has 56 developments, 172 per click. It's a bit ridiculous at this point, but we are still growing very tall as we are the 7th great power right now. We're actually tied for 6th with Poland. Okay, so we just did some quick math off camera just to see if we can actually... It looks like we're finally able to go ahead and complete this achievement here, at least now, assuming it's not bugged. It may be bugged. We'll see. I can't slide this around. Okay. Well, so we have Poland, Portugal, and Castile here as the lowest 3 top powers, with the exception of us, who is just itty-bitty at this point and just building tall. We have to give about 25% of our income, or 25% of them, as subsidies. So, in here, we have... Okay, well, this is not a good way to put this here. It can go there. Alright, so we have Poland here, who is 88 ducats, so that's, let's say it's about 90 ducats per month. We have Castile here, who's about 80 ducats for their annual, so 90, 80, that's 170. And then we need Portugal over here, let's say it was 75. So that adds up to about 245 ducats annually for them. And we multiply that by 25%, which is how much we have to provide them. It is 61.25 ducats worth of subsidies. If we come over here, we currently make just under 65 ducats, which means we have just enough to have our army fully maintained, have all of our advisors, and still provide enough an ample amount of income in order to do this. So we're going to go over here, we're going to go over to Poland, we're going to go say, hey, Poland, you need 90 multiplied by 0.25, you need 22.5 ducats for you, my friend. So we'll come over here, we will send you subsidies. Give subsidies, we want 22.5-ish. I wish I could type it in, but yes, a little bit more than that. 22.78, we'll give them 23.5 just to be sure. All right, so we'll do that. All right, then we got our next country over here is... It's Poland. We got Castile over here for 80. So that is 20 ducats a month for Castile. We will give you subsidies for X amount of time. Doesn't really matter. We'll give you 21.26. Perfect. Just give us a little bit of extra breathing room. And the last one that we need is Portugal over here, who is 75 multiplied by 0.25 is 18.75 ducats. So we will give you subsidies. We'll give you 19.75 just to be safe. I'm assuming this is going to cause us to run a deficit, would be my guess. See a hot second. Let the month tick. No, we still had 0.18 ducats left. And let's see, how do we come out over here? Alright, so everything's completed. It's just bugged, which is very unfortunate that it is this way. Because we own less than 20. We currently have 13. We did that. All countries excluding Augsburg is a great power. Subsidized. Complete. We just don't have the achievement because it's bugged, which is a little unfortunate. I was not aware of this. But hey, we did it. We've completed this achievement. The game just is lying to us, which is very unfortunate. So we'll have to probably do this on a save, or on a version where it is possible. But there you go. We're getting the achievement because we don't own a deficit. So if you guys enjoyed this weird video where I've actually had to edit it, which is not my typical, I appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, please comment down below if you want to see more of this format, and please like and subscribe because it helps the channel. I hope you have a wonderful day. Hey, the game just took a little bit of time to catch up. We did get it. Yay. Who would have thought that it just took a extra 9 days for it to roll over? Perfect.